Famously, this matchup's not super hot for Cloud, but it's like fine. And like you say, CurryGovernor, one of the best players in the country, a lot of experience in this matchup.
Absolutely. A lot of experience from like early ult against the GOAT as well.
Yeah.
So it's just
Almost
like
said Ezra, yeah.
the knowledge is there.
Yeah. And we'll see. Jermaine as well plays such an offensive game plan, like he's so aggressive, it can be hard to keep up.
Yeah, so offensive. He just says things he really shouldn't.
Pisses me off, bro. It's freaking me out.
He went up the water slide with that jump. Okay.
I mean, especially in the case of these two characters, I think what we're going to see, we are going to see a lot of, like, compared to usual, we're going to see probably a lot more empty movement from Jermaine. You can't whip too much against Greninja. Really,
No, because he just can catch you out and then combo you for like a good 3 seconds.
I mean, you know, especially in Command's case, that is what I think we're going to see, is a lot of this. Whoa. We're going to see a lot of this, like, shield pressure, being very aggressive on shield, doing a lot.
That was a funny little mix-up. I like that.
Yeah, that is, that's like goofy shit.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if ooh, great call out on the add-on.
This is the one thing, Command sometimes does have a little bit of a out of disadvantage habit.
They're predictable.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Person like Jermaine, famously incredibly good at calling out just habits in players and things that they do. So the moment that he feels like he's going, which he definitely does right now, I mean, full screen there, full screen there.
We're sitting pretty right now. Now, I'm gonna be honest, Daryl. I don't know much about this matchup. I assume that because of Greninja's fast buttons and like really safe buttons, he can pressure Cloud really hard in a way that he can't really contest from that.
Yeah, so a big thing about Cloud's game plan you'll generally find is a lot of where he's good / bad, or a lot of where he can struggle is in how much pressure he is removing with the pressure, or at least the threat of the out shield. Obviously, it is the sign of a bad Cloud to rely on that, obviously. I mean, it's not a bad Cloud, he will not rely on this. We probably won't see that much of the out shield, because he doesn't need it. But it is very important in the game plan. Part of the reason why this matchup can be difficult is that a lot of Greninja's buttons can be spaced to be outside the range and are just safe enough anyway. Stuff like cross-up Nair is just safe enough. If you do Nair and then land, punish back air, you can drift out there, you can't punish that with upbeat. Even landing, it's hard to find the right timing to upbeat because it's multiple hits. Forward air, massive button, based, it's hard to punish.
Oh yeah, we saw earlier, like CurryGovernor, we mentioned him like taking on habits. We saw him just catch Man's jumping, because he did that like 3 times out of the corner. A big fat damage off of that.
And that's the type of thing that, you know, I think sometimes at this caliber of play, it can be pretty hard to win those, to latch onto those situations super quickly, to adapt back to the adaptation.
And then there you go again with like this, like what you said about the spacing. Spacing the fair to just barely hit Cloud and then just get really good corner pressure off that into a kill.
Which is very nicely done. And that's the other thing. I think people have a kind of misconception about Cloud that, like, oh, if you can edge guard Cloud, the matchup's like good for you and bad for the Cloud. That's not necessarily. Anyone can edge guard Cloud.
I feel like it's just ignoring the neutral game, which Cloud is really good at, and then his advantage stays. He's solid.
But it's like what I'm saying about Greninja.
Nice.
The reason it can be good, it's so good for the Greninja, is because you can play the neutral game in a potentially not riskless way, but a way that isn't too committal. That's a really Command style. Command's pretty aggressive, I think.
Yeah.
Seeing the 11k bears come out.
The 11k bears are being friends.
They're rolling the forest.
I said, do you think he's got a quote in the hit, but I'm just like thinking about what you said.
Yeah.
In the forest.
It's just going higher and higher. One more bear.
Oh my God, that was a brown bear.
Very nice. Absolutely. What the heck's a polar bear doing in Pokemon Stadium too? Very big bear to clear it out there. You know, that wasn't so bad for Command, frankly. Honestly, that was not bad for Command. We can pull it back from that, but it is going to be a... It's going to be an uphill battle. If we can get more of the edge guarding situations, that's always nice. The neutral wasn't so bad, but CurryG is just so ready to play defensively, like to take shield hits, and like it's like I say, a worse Cloud will be there and just get baited consistently or just be wrong.
But as we saw, Jermaine at one moment parried and got a really good F tilt. So he's got that knowledge of like, oh, this is where like this would be better in the long run for me to do that.
He knows what you're meant to do.
Yeah.
And it's like we say, in that game, you know, I feel like a lot of people consider like up the out shield like, oh, that's the thing Cloud does. Rain didn't do it once because he doesn't need it. And in this matchup, it's not even good.
I think he did it like maybe one time, but he just upbeat it one time.
You used it very flow amount
Yeah.
more correctly, which that's good. You don't really want to be shitting out like high committal things like that against red.
No. What we want to be shitting out is 11k bears.
11k bears. I hope
lot of
Jermaine's gonna
bears.
come back on stream later. It's gonna be 13k bears.
Yeah. In grand final, 20k bears.
Yep.
Oh my god, and just getting the tech chase into, like, hitting the misstep with the up air, just snaking all these hits together. Really good pressure from Jermaine.
That was a pretty good ledge skip there by command, actually. It's gonna be dead. I thought it was gonna be S-Back. Suppose that'll happen.
Didn't want to. But that bear coming out, catching the jump.
Good catch on the jump. Like we say.
Oh, that... I'm sorry, as you're saying.
Yeah, I was very close.
I just feel like I would have jumped in that situation, so I got scared when I saw
You was
Jermaine
spooked.
jump. I got... Oh.
I do think as well, a big part of what this is going to come down to as well is, it's like I say, you know, Koji plays so aggressively, so quickly at such a high tempo, you have to be able to give it. If anyone can...
It's the Zuma Kid command.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Command definitely is someone I would say can fix their game plan. It's kind of the inverse of like, I mean, the other part of the agenda, I suppose, part of the narrative is that one of the other people who plays a lot in Durham, Rebel Galaxy. I think Rebel Galaxy is a little different because he pretty much specifically plays aggressively and is really good at playing specifically aggressively. I think Command's aggression maybe isn't as good as Galaxy's all the time, like every matchup, but he knows when to camp.
Absolutely.
He knows when to camp you.
He knows when to win.
Yeah, he knows when to press the win button.
We've seen a couple of...
We've seen some people get mad about that.
Wait, who's got mad at that?
I can't say it.
You can't say it.
No saying, no saying. Don't think it, don't say it. Don't think it, don't say
people
it.
Get us.
But, you know, he knows when to do it. But that's the thing. What he really needs is to keep up the momentum, I think. That's really what he needs to get. Right? Gets the option coverage there with Jab 1. Catching the tech chicks. Just staying fast. Keeping it fast paced.
Yep. Like, as we said, one of the few people here that can keep up with CurryGovernor is Command.
Big weighted ledge there to wait out some of the limit. I quite like
Yeah?
that. I like when people wait out cloud at ledge. I dare you to down at me, bro. I literally dare you.
I dare you to down him. Oh, the limit blade beam.
That must have been probably towards the end of the timer.
It definitely felt like it.
There could not have been that much left.
Oh, that bear counter is going up and up and up.
This is the first time, at least on stream, I believe, that we've seen CurryG have like kind of close games. You know? Not just 3 stalking and 3 stalking and 3 stalking. So,
Yeah, the Giants can bleed.
love CurryG's drift there as well.
Oh, Command had it in his soul. Oh, the patience from CurryG to wait and get that nair. He's so good at using nair. He's so smart.
I think good nair usage is also one of these things where, you know, I think clouds that aren't that good don't use it very much.
Yeah, I think that's
Great
probably
clouds, love doing shice shit with nair.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we saw the
shield.
one time he did up beyond shield.
Yeah, he finally found it. And we still basically got punished for it.
Yeah.
This shit is so ass.
It's kind of meh. Kind of meh. On SDI though.
Wait, back end?
Ooh, could have been
Barely
real nice.
to recover it. Main's drifting in to recover is so good.
Oh.
Always picks good options off of the drifting.
Absolutely. I feel like a moment ago we saw Command get a bit antsy because it was really, really close to a very advantageous position. Really nice for him. I feel like we might see him get a bit swingy in this end game.
Yeah, he got a little antsy there as well. Going back to
There
the
we
dash
go.
back, gonna get caught by LCS, definitely gonna kill him.
Oh,
Damn.
unfortunate. Ugh.
Getting a little antsy in that last part of the situation, especially. I think it's like we say. I think tendency to get a little antsy in general.
That's entirely fair. When you have a close set with the best player in your region, it's gonna feel insane when you get just close to
I get it.
beating him.
I get it because sometimes you see the situation like let's turn up the tempo because we've been playing like careful neutral for however long. Let's turn up the tempo and really try and hit something there.
Yeah.
It's kind of what happened there. We hit the net and then we did dash back trying to catch. I assume trying to find like an air dodge out or something like this or waiting for a mash out disadvantage.
Yeah.
But it just didn't happen. Jermaine jumped out.
Yeah.
So-
Unfortunately, Command turned up the tempo and was just spinning his wheels instead of actually just going.
Finding
anywhere.
the situation. I do like the neutral hero though. Command's doing really well. I would love to see at least a game be taken.
I
Taking
believe-
even a game against CurryG is fucking hard.
Oh, it's a monumental task.
Shit is not sweet. It is not sweet.
We at all.
Some of these roll-ins.
Yeah, I feel like what you said game one about CurryG just nabbing onto habits. not sure what I'm saying, but like catching. Hey, I'm waffling.
Adaptation.
The adaptation.
Yeah, dodge out of disadvantage. I mean, like you say.
He did it game 1 and he got punished for it and died, and he's doing it game 3 and he died.
And it's unfortunate too, because I mean, additional. You get red for one air dodge out of disadvantage and you implode.
Absolutely. That's just the nature of the game.
But I think at the absolute least, Command. It's like I say, I don't think Command's doing too bad in neutral. It's just these disadvantage situations are definitely going in CurryG's favor.
He's just playing a bit predictably in disadvantage, and CurryG's advantage is really strong. So both of those mixed together is just
so antsy, like really antsy to just try and get the kill, but just not finding it really.
Really wants this one game, CurryG, and I believe he gets the one game. Maybe he'll calm down a bit. Maybe he'll get more nervous. I have faith in Command.
I do. I would really like to see Command get a game on the board here at the absolute. But it's looking pretty rough so far. I mean, like you say, I think Jermaine's feeling out this kind of dash back neutral a little more, right? Feeling out where the tempo is, when to aggress, when to not.
Yeah. Oh my God, swinging, getting caught out for it, and like as you're saying with like dashing in, dashing out. I just think it's game 3. We mentioned Jermaine knows his habits. He's caught up. I think he's opened up the book and he knows.
Well, you know, it's interesting because that time, I mean, it's not like Command did air dodge out of disadvantage that time. That was an up air out of disadvantage to, you know, get out of tumble. But it just got caught anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, at that height, there's only so much you can do. Try and land and try and get past the catch, but pretty tough. These little situations are pretty hard to navigate for Command right now. He's really struggling with it. It looks like. And I don't really blame him, honestly. I do not blame him.
I mean, when you're fighting 11k bears,
there's a lot of bears. I don't know where they all came from. It's like a lion's thing, I guess.
I'm not sure.
I don't know. Oh, they hurt shift around the up air. I'd be miffed, bro. Like, this is it. At this point, you have to do some monumental stuff to try and come back from this.
Okay,
it's going to be limit cross.
Jermaine just knows Command's going to jump out of the corner and catches it with a fair.
Sat there shielding, because guess what? If you neutral get up, he's going to come out. LCS to finish it off.
And that's it. A swift 3-0. Command was holding his own for a lot of that. I just feel like
those first 2 games were not bad. Those were fine games.